At the IPL, we have seen a battle on the field, and we've also seen a battle off the field between two companies, Jio and Star. And I read recently you had spoken about the IPL and that you'll be able to figure out what happens towards the end. We are now really at the end of the IPL. Has it settled the TV versus digital debate?
So there are two parts to this. Yeah. So unfortunately, one is the advertising revenue and second is the viewership. So let me handle the viewership first. So while there is no mechanism, third-party industry mechanism to measure digital, but we are definitely there informal mechanisms, suspect tags and all, which we are measuring. I think the big news this time, and I say with pride because it is India's biggest property. It's like the Super Bowl for all over the world, and this property is done extremely well. Now, and I'll dissect it in 30 seconds. So many people you'd say had written off, not realizing that for entertainment this is the biggest thing going. If that doesn't do well, the entire business will collapse. Yeah. So I think TV has shown growth. The numbers on digital are very high, and I'm not getting into the reasons why it was free, not free, but cumulative. The TV plus digital. So TV as it is, if you see linear TV ratings and reach have gone up dramatically. It's perhaps one of the best, of all the so many years, is one of the best. And digital, the numbers are huge, and especially in connected TV homes, So I think collectively, the property is phenomenal. I think and it'll be very difficult to break this record. Hopefully they'll do more innovations. So some total of various reasons why this has happened. So viewership interest in this property is there, like I said, for a variety of reasons, So extremely delighted with that. As far as the revenue is concerned, which probably what you were alluding to, this has been a tough year. The economy is not as, especially from an ADEX point of view. Companies which used to advertise on big ticket properties, the startups, all the digital companies, there is a bit of a pressure.
Crypto companies.
Yeah, all. So the entire ecosystem is under pressure for a variety of reasons. The startup world is under pressure. You heard Rajan speak yesterday that it will take at least 2 years, a year and a half, 18 months for them to come back on track. All the unicorns are under pressure. Similarly, all the crypto companies for legislation reasons under pressure. So I think that has affected the commercial value. But I think to me, well, that will be a big worry for both the broadcasters, or both the right holders, in this case, Star TV or Disney and Jio. But from a consumption point of view, it's very heartening to see the overall consumption gone up so dramatically.
Are there any numbers, Shashi, that you can sort of rattle off?
I will not remember the numbers. I don't want to go off, but I will say that, reach of whatever the numbers are, 400 million or whatever is rapid, 440 crore reach on TV. And, unfortunately, we have no way of measuring TV plus digital, which is by deduplicating. So it's not right for me to say because I'll give digital numbers separately. And,
you don't.
So it's very difficult. But I'd really say it is a landmark year from a consumption point of view.
From a consumption point of view, it's a landmark year. From a revenue point, ad sales
under
point,
pressure.
Under pressure. How much under pressure this year?
So I would say it will be close to what it was last year. So in absolute terms, it's not too badly off. It'll be probably similar to what it was last year. But from the point of view of what their right holders have paid for the rights, it's a bit way off the expectations. Especially when the consumption has been so high.
Could it also be said that the overall weakness in the economy is the primary reason?
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with the fundamental, you said, the biggest property in India.
It's very heartening. So if you ask me, I'm not sitting in the shoes of the two right holders. So I would be speaking a different language there. But because of the overall softening, and it's all over. Whatever we say, GDP growth and all, there are softenings in the ad market just now. And that's reflected in this big property, especially the kind of clients who come out of this. But it's very, very heartening, and I can't saying it enough times that the way the consumption has happened. It's really exciting. People said people are not watching content, they're getting away, they're doing something else.
There's fatigue.
All that is all nonsense.
But did advertisers get confused by the claims and the counter claims?
Definitely. So I don't think in the beginning, and I've said it, and I don't mind saying it, I stick my neck out on these things. I unfortunately have
and I hope you do that on this interview.
If I said it, and there was feedback on this, but I'll still say it. I think if they had collaborated, finally it's an ecosystem. I'm a big believer of collaboration.
Yes.
If you collaborate, you've got both have paid similar monies, both need to. It's not a zero-sum game. It's not a I win at your cost. You see how the viewership is shown. That in spite of all someone saying that TV is the end of the TV, dark end of the television, someone else saying no, digital is small numbers. Both were running down each other. But that's not the spirit of the property is so big. And I hope for the next season, better sense prevails. They work together. They work together. I mean, if you look at future, what will happen in the World Cup? World Cup, Disney will be selling TV and digital together. Similarly, and I genuinely believe a lot of, today this siloed, here it's peculiar because both of them are separate rights. But even a lot of broadcasters sell silo. They must sell together. They must sell integrated. Clients will see value. They will unlock more value. Have faith in what I'm saying. There's a huge message I want to send through this discussion with you, that people, whether they're competitors or not competitors, they must unlock value.
That's absolutely true. And towards the latter part of the IPL, did that confusion sort of lessen? And who won? Did TV eventually win?
I will not say anyone won. I'm saying that many clients who went on, without going to specifics, will do course correction either way. But it would have been easier if the same broadcaster was there, But even then, if you work together and say, listen, we can collaborate, revenue share is not. I mean, the world is all about collaboration. All over the world, competitors are coming together and collaborating, So why can't in this ecosystem, why should we run down each other, And I think, and one example of that would be, for example, the World Cup, there's no tension because World Cup is
a sort of combo play.
But even in the past, they've sold it separately. So my appeal to everyone, especially the broadcasters concerned in this, you must start packaging it together. And they're very interesting ways. Today, digital is all about the return path, about tracking who the customer is, tracking his habits, behavior, all kinds of things. So you can use TV at the top of the funnel, as we say, and the bottom of the funnel digital, and you give a client an integrated offering. And the client will believe a lot more because finally advertisers are advertising not because they like advertising, they want results for themselves.
Absolutely.
And that is what the full funnel will work very well.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.